Rigor here from Rigor's Garage and Boat Basin. Still on the Grady White on the Transom. Got a transom problem. The bottom of the transom's got a little curve in it. I think it's something that the last owner did. So let me get into it and I'll show you how I'm going to fix it. Hope you like and enjoy it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Okay, you see I'm doing some drawing here on the transom where the transom bracket goes, and I looked at the transom. Let me show you. I put this little long edge on here, and you see the transom is nice and flat all the way down here until we get down here. That's a problem. Now, according to this, I've drawn a center line on the transom where the bracket goes, and the instructions say as soon as I've got 14 inches from the center line kind of out to here. Now this is a shallow V, it's not a real deep V boat. 14 inches out is where I can go, and I mean it's a shallow V. So I'm looking 3 inches above the drain hole, and then from, you see that little mark side to side there, and then 24 inches up, and this 24 inches is kind of right in the middle. Now this I've managed to have nice and flat. Well, there goes the level. If you take a look, right here will be the top of the transom bracket. I'm going to draw the outline, but I've got to sit there and repair the bottom of the transom. When I bought the boat, one of the selling points is the transom had been replaced. However, it had right about here, it had an outboard motor hung on it. And basically there was a splash well on the inside of the transom. Gonna do away with that, go to the transom bracket, space the outboard motors back, and bolt the transom bracket on. So I filled in from, it was approximately this mark right here all the way up, because I don't need a splash well. But down here I'm finding there's something different. I've already done some sanding, as you can see on the bump. I'm down to raw fiberglass, so I can't go any further there. My choice is either build this out further, probably not the right idea, or build up the area right there where the transom bracket goes. So that's what I'm doing. I'll keep on working on it, keep you informed. Okay, there's the approximate outline of the bracket. I got the center line drawn there, and you see there's the horizontal line, and it goes down and comes back towards the center line, towards the bottom with a V shape. That's where the bracket goes, and so I have to fair out the bottom in the areas where the bracket is at. Look, that's the outline of the bracket as it sits on the back of the boat. And if I take the level here, now keep in mind this has got to fit on the boat nice and tight. Down there's a problem. I need to build that up more, and as I go across you can see the light. I've got a space. I've got to fill in about 1/4 of an inch on the transom. So that's my next task, is to continue filling in the bottom here. Don't need to worry like in this area very much, but I've also got to check further out here. Keep in mind I've got some all grip blue paint, but I've got to make sure that this part where the wing is at is indeed faired to the rest of the boat. Okie dokie. Progress on the transom. Where the wings are, I put 2 layers of 1708 and some of the Polyglow filler. And down here by the, right there by where the cork for the boat is, I put a couple layers. I think I've got 3 layers of 1708, and I put some Polyflow or super polyfill along with some of the Total Boat structural putty. And then over here you can see I've done the same thing on this side, 2 layers of 1708 along with the super polyfill fairing compound. So we're making progress on the transom, getting it all nice and flat. Next steps, of course, as always, sanding, and more fairing. And today I bought some all grip for painting. It's the sky blue. You see the color of the boat here is painted. I think it's called the sky blue. And I bought some of the paint, and I bought some of the it's the 545 high build primer, and so I'll put that on here after my last sanding. Like I say, I've got a little more sanding and some filling to do, and then I'll put the high build primer on. Actually, I'll put on a layer of gel coat, and I'll put the high build primer on top of that. Well, I put a layer of gel coat on the transom. You can kind of see some of my markers going through, and you sit there and you tell yourself, you know, it doesn't look half bad, but it is. If you take a close look, of course I did that today, and I haven't done any fairing. But if you take a look at your fairing, little lines and little divots and little spots. Let me show you some. Right there, if you can see those, right here and right here. Those things jump out. It basically shows you where you need to sand and where you need to fair. But this first coat, and I will go back and keep doing some sanding, but I'm getting close to when I'm going to put the transom bracket on here. Okay, I think I've got the transom finished. I put the marks on. That's the center line, and the horizontal mark, that's where the top of the transom bracket goes. Had to put the cover on. Florida decided to rain, so I've got this done. And as you see, I've got some jack stands here. Believe it or not, I got these off brand new off Facebook Marketplace for 50 bucks. Company named Vivor, probably Chinese. I got 2 of them here. The idea is I can lay the bracket on top of this and basically hold it up and push it against the transom, and then start marking the holes. Kind of the next step here is to put the transom bracket and start doing a series of test fittings. I'll drill the holes, and then I'll come back and this has got gel coat on it, but gel coat does a couple things. One is it waterproofs the all the coating and everything on the transom. But I'll come back and put a layer of the All Grip 545 primer, sand that, and then put the final coat on. And then I can, once I get all the holes have been drilled, and I'll do that before I paint it, then I'll come back and one last time put the transom with the goop up against the boat and seal it for good. So that's our progress. Takes a lot of sanding, it really does. Before I go, I just had a little thought for today. I just wondered if you heard about the guy who was afraid of escalators. He took steps to avoid them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next one will be on fitting the transom bracket, and should be on painting this transom with All Grip. Hopefully I've selected the paint that matches the boat. It's important. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. And of course, thanks for watching.